Gone with a changed outfit of black today for Sevilla, but yeah, I mean, a number of changes. When you lose so much quality, it's very difficult to replace quality, but they've brought in a lot of talent. Some young players, some experienced players. Ariel Rami gets his opportunity to start today, signing from AC Milan, terrific player. Tremendous presence along that back line. There's a look at Gamero coming out. That's great.
Of the summer, as most of the European teams really starting to get warm for what is Europe, have moved up a week or two to try and accommodate that. As the players shake hands out on the pitch. Since their dominant days in the 1950s, and well, they're just trying to get back somewhere close to that. 18 losses that year, last year I should say. Here's a look at Sevilla's starting lineup under Unai Emery. We mentioned Fernandez and Cotan up top. Gamero getting the start today. Krychowiak and Crondelli, two new guys in the middle of the park. Tremolinas, Mariano are your fullbacks. Rami and Luismi getting ends up losing the ball in the process. And again, part of the task this year for Sevilla under Unai Emery is maintain.
As Carlos Baca was the difference maker. And a youngster today, Carlos Fernandez, gets his chance to shine just slightly behind Gamero.
Brought down by Cotan. Cotan looking at his options here. Gets it across the midfield. Out to the wing. Tremolinas tries to square the ball. Konoplyanka was the intended target. Doesn't get there. Turnover and a chance to spring.
Sometimes you don't spend much time with players off the field, in hotel rooms, when you're in training camp.
With studs on them.
That's great to see, though. Today's generation, very rarely will you ever find a pair of black soccer shoes.
It's true. They say the black makes you look slower on tape. Oh, a shot here. Agasa made to save that one from going in. Another turnover here. Tremolinas coming forward, feeds into the box, and this one finds the back of the net. Gamero gets the credit, and Agasa can do nothing to keep it out.
What a goal, Gino Fuentes. Look at this for a finish from Kevin Gamero. Attacking the front post. This is almost an own goal here. Have a look at that. That's a great save from Agatha just to clear the danger. But Tremolina causes a lot of problems in the corner. Winning possession of the ball away from Mukanju. Great ball to the front post. And that's...
Turned over yet again. Sevilla winning the ball with regularity.
2 goals is... not something to be proud of, and very close and fortunate to consider himself not relegated from the division.
Tremolina could have gotten it back there, but Konoplyanka chose to bypass him. Ends up turning the ball over.
Eugen is too hard to see much from Crondelli. Decent ball.
Good defensive header. The only score thus far, coming just 19 minutes into the contest. That's going to be a foul. That's going to go in favor of Sevilla. Konoplyanka trying to break away. They've got Luismi back there, but they've got him with 3 maybe potential starters in Tremolina, Mariano, and Ariel Rami back there.
You can afford to invite Tremolina to get forward, which is one of the reasons why I think he's got Mariano in at right fullback as well, because he loves for them. Great on the ball, as you can see right there, but defensively, he's so disciplined. Good football. Well worth the money spent.
How about that left-footed shot?
At first I thought Krychowiak was going to pull the trigger from 30 yards out, but you see Mariano so advanced forward.
Konoplyanka. It's going to be Crondelli to send this in. But and Tremolina flying up the pitch.
Well, exactly. Where are the 2 fullbacks now? They're farther forward up the field, creating an op.
Making the Reims players take notice of him out there. Konoplyanka feeds one into the box, just misses his intended target, Munoz.
A great run from Munoz. This is a cheeky little attempt. He's just onside Munoz. Good run. He wants the ball on the ground. Konoplyanka doesn't really have much other option but to go.
Konoplyanka putting some moves on here.
Well,
Devo forced to deal with it. Tremolina, can he get back to the ball? Crosses it. Headed away, but the defender jumping right in front of his goalkeeper.
Well, great play. Just disappointing. Watching in the middle of your picture, the two youngsters making a run to the back post. Nobody runs to that near post. Both options waiting for that little chip, but how about that? Konoplyanka and Tremolina linking up beautifully well. Decent delivery. It's about all.
Rondelli known more of an advanced playmaker. Sjoviak really the only true holding midfielder out there, even though they are playing with two holding mids. But you could call it more of a 4-1-3-2, if you want to call it that. But you see a lot of teams in Spain employ that strategy. They'll have one of their more attacking mids playing next to a holding mid to try and give that push from the midfield. We see that a lot with Real Madrid, for example. Boulot sends this one in over the top.
You can just see he loves playing football. Puts himself into some great positions on the field. Maybe just a little more confidence, which will save in the end.
Oh, what a chance to score a goal here. This one does find the back of the net. The Reims defense turned to Swiss cheese once again, and it's the replacement, Juan Munoz, who puts it away. And this is one of the reasons, Ian, why Reims just couldn't stop the goals from going in last year.
Well, how many times have we seen them give up possession of the ball and just not tracking runners? It's very close to being onside. But as you can see there, Weber's the one who's playing Konoplyanka onside. Almost this pass slightly too wide for Juan Munoz. But that's a good finish from wide angle. He knows the goalkeeper's off his line. It's a great finish.
So 2-0 now for Unai Emery's men. And it's all looked rather easy, to tell you the truth.
Of play.
That looks like it's going to do it for the first 45 minutes of play, but Sevilla on top, 2 goals to nothing.
Cuénteme.
Pues es que viene de empatar 0-0 con el Lorient en otro amistoso y parcialmente está perdiendo 2-0 el Sevilla. Sentí
Nicolás de Preville. Veo a Enfulu de Congo. Ahora vamos a tratar de ordenarlo. Veía también por ahí a Alexis Peugeot. Sin embargo, en el Sevilla yo creo que son los mismos en el centro del campo. Quería marcharse. Llegar a ese balón.
no ha tenido llamado en la selección mayor, solamente selección sub-21 de Francia.
Se ha podido hacer daño ahí el jugador del Sevilla. Parece que se levanta. Konoplyanka, vaya entrada, le ha hecho Traoré. Entrada fea, no propia de un partido amistoso, desde luego. Reyes quería ver la profundidad de Kono más ahora en la segunda parte, últimos 30 minutos. Tremolinas la dejaba en corto. Konoplyanka, el balón largo para Tremolinas, defendido muy de cerca por Enfulu. Pelea entre los dos, acaba con Konoplyanka, precisamente el que dejaba ese balón para Tremolinas. Viene en la reacción y ahora sí, viene Carrizo y Denis Suárez. Doble cambio en el Sevilla, por lo tanto, vamos a ver por quién.
Konoplyanka,
efectivamente.